This is my easy eye of round. I was in the grocery store the other day and it was $40 for a steak. How can people afford to spend $40 to feed their families? So one of the cheapest cuts that I know of is the eye of round. And actually it's a very lean piece of meat. It's a little tiny bit of fat on it, a little bit of silver skin, but there's no gristle. Eye of round is what I use for my kilo jerky. So the recipe for this easy eye of round is below in the comments section. I'm preheating my grill. You can do it in the oven if you like, but I'm preheating my grill to 475 degrees. I've got a sheet pan here and a piece of tin foil. And I've trimmed up this is a 3-pound roast here. I'm just going to place that on there like that. And I've got some olive oil. I'm going to cover the outside with olive oil. There we go, that's nicely coated all the way around with the basting brush. I've got 2 cloves of garlic here, and I've got a butcher's knife, and I'm just going to put a little slit in there and then stick a piece of garlic in. So I've got 2 cloves and I cut them into little slivers, so that'll be 8. And I'll do that throughout there you go. I got 4 slivers of garlic on each side. Now we're going to make up a rub. You can use your own rub if you like, but this is the rub that I like to put on this. And I've got some thyme, some rosemary, some onion salt, some onion powder, fresh cracked pepper, and some kosher salt. I'll just mix that up, and I'll just center this. And I'm just going to sprinkle and cover this completely on all sides. There you go, I'm at 475 degrees exactly. You want to go fat side up. This one's got fat on the side, so it's not going to sit straight up, but it'll still work. I'm going to put this in, I'm going to go direct for about 25 minutes till I've got some real nice color in there at this high heat. You can go into the oven if you like. Okay, my easy eye of round is coming along great. As you can see, for the next stage, you can see what that looks like. So we've got some really nice color into it. It's not cooked by any means at all. But what we're going to do is just turn this a little bit, like that. I'm going to wrap it up. Nothing pretty, a quick little wrap. You can put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in if you like. I'm just going to wrap that up, and I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to turn the temperature down to 175 degrees, and I'm going to go for about an hour, hour and a half. I want to go to an internal temperature between 130 and 140 degrees. So I'm going to go for the 135 range. And I've turned this down, so that'll be about an hour, hour and a half. Okay, my easy eye of round has been wrapped up for an hour and a half at 175 degrees. And I took the temperature, and I've got 135 internal. Then it'll go up a little bit too. So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to open this up. I've got some good juices in the bottom. I'm going to take my cloth and I'm going to cover this up, and I'm going to let that sit for 15 minutes. And just to let the juices pull back in. And these juices aren't going to be smoky, so I'm going to make a little bit of a gravy with it. It's super easy, easy eye of round. I'm going to serve this with some sheet pan sweet potatoes, but I've got all kinds of sides that you can serve, low carb sides like green bean casserole or cauli mash or zucchini casserole. There's all kinds of things. This is super easy, inexpensive, and you have to try it. I really like the method of going with a high temperature, get the color in there, wrap it up in the foil, and just let it go for an hour and a half. It's a super easy meal. Easy eye of round. Thanks for watching.